Hi, and welcome to your L'Oreal Revitalift Beauty Spotlight Training. As a reminder, this event is on Sunday, September 16th from 12 to 4 p.m. local time. Today, we're going to go over everything you need to know before, after, and during the event, as well as sales skills to help you build those baskets. So let's jump in and start with how to prepare for the event prior to execution. We'll start by talking about uniform. At the event, we want to evoke a trendy, aspirational vibe. So some things we ask you to think about as you're planning your outfit are a solid black top, bottom and closed-toed shoes. So think ballet flats or loafers. Please avoid high heels or open-toed shoes. Simple yet trendy makeup, maybe a simple down or updo hairstyle. We want to make sure we're arriving to shifts, hair and makeup ready. Clean fingernails or cleanly painted polished nails. We'll also want to include the Beauty Concierge apron and Beauty Spotlight button in your uniform. Please note you'll receive your apron and Beauty Spotlight button in your event kit. Your button should go on the top right portion of your shirt, as you can see on the picture on the right. Some things we want to avoid for our uniform are sweats, sweatshirts, and hoodies, ripped faded styles, visible bra straps, visible tattoos on the neck or sleeves, or featuring more than 3 earrings or when facial piercing during your shift. So you'll want to arrive to the store on event day at least 30 minutes early for setup. This is important because you want to give yourself enough time to introduce yourself to the Beauty Concierge as well as the LOD, and give yourself enough time to set up your demo counter. So the first thing you should do when you arrive at the store at 11:30 is introduce yourself to the Beauty Concierge. He or she will be able to help you the most out of anybody in store. Next, have the Beauty Concierge introduce you to the target leader on duty. And you can also check in at guest services, and there you can sign into your vendor log. It'll be important to ask your leader on duty to assist with locating your event kits. We'll talk about that next, as well as ask your LOD to pull all additional event inventory from the back. So to locate your kit, you can work with your LOD or Beauty Concierge to assist with locating your kit. You'll be able to identify your kit because it will arrive to store with a white label identifying what the event is for, and or a pink label identifying what the event is for. You can see 2 examples on the right of what these might look like on your box. Your event kit will also have hot pink tape around it as well. If for some reason, in the rare circumstance you cannot locate your demo kit, please alert your main point of contact. Work with the LOD, Beauty Concierge, as well as store leadership to look for the kit for at least 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, if you cannot locate your kit, go ahead and alert your main point of contact. So what about locating stock? All of your demo/event supplies that you can see on the right will arrive in your event kits. You can ask your leader on duty to assist with pulling inventory from the back room to have as sellable items on your counter. If you're having trouble locating any of your demo or display products, ask Target to check their system to confirm if they have these items in store. Go ahead and share with them the DPCI codes you can see listed on the right. These are also listed in your product guide attached to this training. Remember that display items are pulled from the shelves and cannot be opened or demoed on guests. At this event, we'll have 1 demo item, as you can see on the right, and we'll have 2 display items, which are pulled from the shelves and are used as basket building purposes in the demo experience. Be sure to count your inventory on shelf that's specific to the event and record it in your event report. So you want to be focusing on those 3 products that are shelf specific on the right. Once you've located your event kit, head to Beauty and go ahead and set up your table. You will have 1 table for the event. If you have a temporary corrugated table, they will come in a flat cardboard box and have a pink Beauty Concierge receiving sticker on it so you can identify it that way. Keep in mind there are 4 different types of tables across stores, so some stores might look a little different. If your store was designed to have a sunflower sampling table, then you will have the first or second table shown. Select Beauty Concierge locations have designated beauty counters. If you are in one of these locations, then you will have the third cart with the Beauty Concierge magnets. If your store is designated to have a temporary branded corrugated counter, then you will have the fourth table shown. Keep in mind that these tables will come in a flat cardboard box and will pop together for the event. They are fairly simple to pop together. Just make sure you give yourself enough time. It'll be very important to set up your counter exactly as you see listed in your product guide. You can see a picture on the right of what your counter should look like during the event. It's very important to set it up this way as we want to make sure all demo counters across stores look uniform and consistent. Please do not merchandise your counter with any products, supplies, or decorations that are not listed on your product guide. Your counter should look very similar to what you see on the right. Other event materials that will be in your event kit, aside from your demo products, are your easel and signage, as you can see on the left corner of the table. Virtual Beauty Concierge signage, this will be on the right corner of your table. You'll have allergy release cards available in English and Spanish. Go ahead and put these on either side of your table. You'll also have a jar of cotton swabs for your demonstrations. You'll have a mirror as well as $2 off coupons you can share with the guests during the event, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. So moving on to the fun part, we're going to talk about what to do during the event. Starting with why we're in store, a little background on Beauty Spotlight events. Our first goal with Beauty Spotlight events is to, of course, increase daily sales of the featured products at the event. So this event, we're focusing on L'Oreal. At the end of the day, our overall success is measured by sales, so we need to make sure that everyone in aisle is effective and consistent on delivering against that goal. Our second goal is to educate and excite target guests about the event's featured brands and products. Guests shop at Target for the store's expect more, pay less promise, and our service really elevates their shopping experiences so Target becomes their preferred beauty destination. Additionally, we want to create repeat customers who will come back to Target to stock up again on their new favorite items they discovered at the event. And we also want to make sure that guests know about the Target Beauty Concierge program, what it is, how it will benefit them, and how they can utilize it. So here's a brief snapshot of our L'Oreal Revitalift event overview. At this event, we'll be educating guests on the L'Oreal Revitalift collection. There are 3 hero products which will be going over at this event. We'll also be assisting guests in building a custom Revitalift skincare routine that works for them. We'll be encouraging guests to take the Revitalift challenge. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. And we'll also be alerting guests about the event's featured coupons for instant deals. So guests will actually be able to use these coupons after demonstration with you so they can get that instant deal. During the event, it's very important to remember that you are the face of L'Oreal during the event. Please keep in mind that you'll either want to be in front of your counter actively pulling guests into consultations or providing demonstrations during the event. It will be very important to not step away from your counter or zone the aisles during the event unless you're zoning to pull guests into a demo. Remember that some guests will be shy, so be sure to use a compelling invite to pull them into a consultation. We'll talk more about invites in just a little bit. If you are approached by a guest that is not interested in L'Oreal or having a demo, you can go ahead and refer them to the Beauty Concierge for a different consultation. Your focus during the day should be on L'Oreal and the event's featured products. Please note that there will be brand reps and field team visitors, so you should always be on your A game. You never know who you're having a consultation with, so make sure you give every guest your attention and blow them away with a great demo experience. Also remember that you should never speak negatively about L'Oreal as you're representing them during the event or suggest a competing brand during the event. If your guest is interested in other products, go ahead and transition them to the Beauty Concierge for that different consultation. You will have a sales goal for this event, and it is to sell 12 total demo and display products in any combination. You can mix and match the display items in any variation for any guest. Keep in mind, while this sales goal should be in the back of your mind during the event, please remember that this is your personal event sales goal, and you should not share this information with guests or the beauty concierge in your store. As you've got that sales goal in the back of your mind, remember that during the event, it'll be important to keep a personal tally of how many products you're adding to each guest basket and count how many baskets converted to a final purchase. This means how many guests actually left beauty with the featured L'Oreal products from the event in their basket or cart. Keep in mind, we do total up final sales per location with Target, so try and keep your sales numbers as accurate as possible. Even if you didn't hit your sales goal, that's okay. So going back to our invite, it'll be vital to invite guests into a consultation. Remember that some guests come to Target to pick up specific items on their list, and most are not casually wandering around or might seem interested in a consultation. This is why it's very important to tell guests about the event, who you are, and why they should stop in for a consultation, as well as what they should expect in a consultation. We created 3 easy example invites you can use. Feel free to try these or come up with your own. Don't forget to highlight that you have coupons, as that's a great incentive for guests to come into a consultation. So our first example is, I can show you how to get smooth, hydrated skin in just 1 week with L'Oreal. Or, how do your skin needs change in the cooler weather? Let me show you a hero product you need this season that will keep skin hydrated and glowing. Or, let me help you upgrade your facial moisturizer, plus I have coupons. So once you've invited a guest into a consultation using one of your powerful invites, it's time to start a demo. Start by using open-ended questions to identify your guest's skin type and concerns. Open-ended questions are questions that do not end in a yes or no answer. So an example we have on the right are, what are your top skincare concerns? Is it dryness, dullness, fine lines? Tell me what they are. So an example of a non-open-ended question would be something like, do you have dry skin? Your guest might say yes or no. Through open-ended questions, you can discover what your guest is currently using and what they may like or dislike about their routine. This will identify any holes so we can go ahead and recommend our L'Oreal products. Go ahead and show them the L'Oreal or Revitalift demo products before you start a demonstration and confirm the guest would like a demo. Once the guest has confirmed, it's time to start your demo. So we are demoing the L'Oreal Revitalift Triple Power Intensive Anti-Aging Day Moisturizer. This is our only demo product at the event. To demo this product, the first thing you want to do is sanitize your hands before and after every consultation. We want to make sure we're doing this in front of guests. Next, show the demo product to the guest. Open the jar, and using a clean cotton swab, go ahead and dip it into the jar and remove about a dime-sized amount of moisturizer out of the jar. Next, hand the cotton swab to the guest and instruct them to apply the moisturizer to their skin. It could be on their face, neck, hand, etc., using gentle circular motions. If your guest is wearing makeup, recommend they apply the moisturizer on the back of their hand or their neck. As the guest applies the product, go ahead and educate them on the product formula, key ingredients, as well as the technology. We'll go over that in the next slide. Once the demo is over, educate the guest on the Revitalift challenge. We'll talk about that as well. And encourage the guest to build a complete regimen with the other featured display products we have. And then go ahead and toss any used cotton swabs. If your guest would like to use more product, go ahead and grab a new cotton swab. Don't use a used one. Couple sanitation reminders here. Always use your cotton swabs to demo the product. Do not allow the guests to actually dip their hands or fingers into the demo jar. While they can hold the product, they shouldn't actually be dipping their hands inside of it because we want to keep that product very sanitary. Once you've used your cotton swabs, go ahead and toss them in the regular trash. Do not reuse them. If your guest wants more product, go ahead and grab a new applicator. And again, very important, please sanitize your hands before and after a demo with each guest. So let's learn a little bit more about our L'Oreal Revitalift Triple Power Intensive Anti-Aging Day Moisturizer. As the title gives away, this is a day moisturizer that's L'Oreal's fastest, most concentrated anti-aging treatment. It fights 3 signs of aging: repairing wrinkles, refirming the contours of the face, as well as replenishing volume. Results can be seen in just 1 week with continuous use, which is very exciting. It can also be used day and night. Keep in mind that it doesn't contain an SPF. It contains pro-xylane, an anti-aging molecule designed to penetrate deep into skin surface and prevent water loss. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which moisturizes skin and plumps it from within. Recommend guests use this moisturizer day and night after cleansing for at least 14 days, and they will see results. Remember, this moisturizer goes beyond a typical anti-aging cream because it immediately hydrates, it visibly reduces wrinkles, refirms skin, and smooths texture. So it's got a powerhouse of ingredients that really goes beyond that typical anti-aging moisturizer. So L'Oreal has a challenge called the L'Oreal Revitalift Challenge, and it challenges guests to use the Revitalift Day and Night Cream for 14 days. After 14 days, guests will see results or get their money back. To encourage guests to take the challenge, go ahead and inform them of the qualifications and encourage the guests to take selfies every day to track their progress and results. You can encourage them to also post these selfies on their social media channels and use the hashtag Revitalift Challenge. So let's move on to our display products. Again, these are not demoed on guests. They are pulled from the shelves. These are going to be really helpful in helping build that basket. So our first display product is our L'Oreal Revitalift Triple Power Eye Treatment. This is a powerful eye serum that repairs wrinkles and reduces under eye bags. It also addresses 3 key dimensions of aging skin. It fights wrinkles, replenishes moisture, as well as resurfaces texture. In just 1 week, skin's texture appears smoother and skin tone is more even. In just 4 weeks, wrinkles are visibly reduced. This product also contains hyaluronic acid as well, and it has a unique applicator that is a metal cooling applicator, which helps to instantly depuff once applied. Really cool tip, recommend your guest throws this product in the fridge about 3 to 5 minutes prior to application in order to get that metal tip really cool for that instant refreshing depuffing activation. Our next display item is the L'Oreal Triple Power Intensive Skin Revitalizer Serum Plus Moisturizer. This is a dual system serum and moisturizer in one product. It contains 6% of the pro-xylane and birchwood extract, which both help to firm skin. It's also fueled by 2% vitamin C, which, as we know, is a powerful antioxidant that helps brighten skin. This product will help reduce the look of wrinkles. It'll also refirm elasticity and resurface skin texture. So really ideal for guests who are concerned with fine lines, sagging skin, or dull skin. Very effective results. In just 3 days, skin will feel noticeably firmer, it'll look more elastic, and texture will be resurfaced for visible radiance, so no more dullness. Once you've gone through all of the demo and display products, it's time to end the demo with the guest. Here you want to encourage the guest to add the products to the basket. Also encourage them and educate them to take the Revitalift Challenge. Inform the guests of the featured coupons on deals, and remind guests that these products should be used continuously for best results. We really want to make sure we're setting realistic expectations. If your guest is not using these products continuously every day and night, they may not see fast, effective results in that 1 week promise. So as you're ending the demo, you could say something like, I'm so glad you like the moisturizer and eye treatment from the L'Oreal Revitalift collection. I recommend purchasing both for a complete regimen. Remember to use these products both day and night after cleansing. You can also use this coupon today at the register for $2 off your entire purchase. So speaking of coupons, we have 2 featured deals at this event. Both of these deals can be used the same day, so really great incentive to encourage guests to purchase a bigger basket. We have 1 coupon that'll be on your counter as well as that arrives in your event kit. It's for $2 off any L'Oreal Revitalift product. This includes any of the Triple Power products from the collection. We also have a deal in store for buy any 3 L'Oreal Paris skincare products, receive a free $5 gift card. This isn't a physical coupon, this is just in store. So if your guest buys 3 L'Oreal skincare products, they'll receive that deal at the register. So once you've informed the guests of the coupon, it's time to send them off. Go ahead and thank the guests for their time with you that day. Inform the guests of the Beauty Concierge program and store hours so they can come back in for a consultation. If your guest has any other questions or would like to further shop the L'Oreal skincare portfolio, go ahead and direct them to where the products are sold. If they have any questions that are outside of the L'Oreal portfolio, go ahead and toss them over to the Beauty Concierge so they can have a broader conversation about beauty products. Also, don't forget to highlight your deals if you didn't already. Remember that during the event, you want to create a compelling invite and use it to encourage guests into beauty for a consultation. During all demo experiences, we want to create a rich premium demo experience for each guest. If for some reason during the event a guest asks you who you work for, you can say Brand Connections. And during the event, be sure you're following all sanitation processes to ensure a safe sanitary event. Couple sanitation reminders here. We kind of went over them already. Be sure to always sanitize your hands before and after every consultation with the guest. Use those provided applicators to apply the L'Oreal demo product. We don't want to be dipping our hands into the demo product. And we don't want to allow guests to touch the demo jar or rim or dip their hands inside. While they can hold the product, but just make sure they're not dipping their hands inside. Always toss your used applicators after each use. Once again, if your guest wants to try more product, go ahead and use a new cotton swab. So now we will move on to our added sales process. And this added sales process is really going to help you add the product to the basket each time to help you reach your sales goal. Added stands for approach, demo, impress, and transact. We're going to go over all of these steps individually before we talk about how to wrap up your event. So we're going to start with step 1, which is A, and stands for approach. Here, think about your own shopping experiences at Target. We know that guests come to Target to pick up specific items on their list, and most are casually not wandering around. So that means we cannot wait for guests to come to us. We want to make sure we're inviting them in and actively pulling them into consultations. Always be in front of your counter and use open body language to make yourself seem approachable, friendly, and trustworthy. Remember, the more guests you speak to, the greater your sales will be. The D in our added sales process, of course, stands for demo. During your demo experience, we want to be providing each guest with a L'Oreal Revitalift demo and assist them in building a personalized skincare routine. If your guest has any questions about any other brands, you can refer them to the Beauty Concierge. Group education is encouraged in your demo experiences, and this simply means talking to several guests at once. Just make sure you're giving each guest a little bit of personalized time. Always follow all of your sanitation guidelines and ensure each consultation with the guest is really engaging. The I in our audit sales process stands for impress. So while you're demoing the products, you can move on to this step, which is to impress the guests about the product. Doing the impress step while you're demoing will help the consultation go quickly so you can talk to more guests and have a better chance of hitting your sales goal. During this step, this is your chance to share your product knowledge with an awesome pitch. Center your pitch around the benefit to the guest. So think about, what problem does the product solve? How do the key ingredients lead to results? So think back to those key ingredients, proxylane and hyaluronic acid, as well as what makes this product a unique and a must-have. During this step, please ensure you're exuding passion and enthusiasm about the products. Because remember, if you're not passionate about the product, your guests probably won't be either. So within the impress step, there are 4 elements of a great pitch. We will put each of these elements into an example, but remember that these steps to a great pitch will help you overall add it to the sales, to add it to the basket every single time. So the 4 elements of a great pitch that lie within the impress step are: make it personal, state the problem and solution, demonstrate expertise, and gain agreement. The first is make it personal. We don't have the guest's attention for long, so we need a short and sweet pitch that will drive home the main points and encourage the guests to buy. So with make it personal, people are more likely to trust personal endorsements rather than advertisements or just general sales pitches. So while you're making it personal, talk about why you like the product or share your own personal experience. However, be careful here though, you don't want to lie. If you've never used these products featured at the event before, find something about them you truly like during the demo. It could be the texture, it could be the results, etc. Be honest and share your genuine opinion. So here we make it personal by saying, I personally struggle with dry skin year-round, which is the leading cause of aged skin. I love that this day moisturizer hydrates, smooths, and refines my skin's texture. 3 benefits in 1. Next, we have state the problem and the solution. Here, we want to identify your guest's problem and help them understand why this product will address their concerns and solve it. This is where open-ended questions come into play here. So as you're listening to your guest's responses to your open-ended questions, listen for key concerns. So let's say your guest has dull skin. You can say, you mentioned your concern with skin that feels less bouncy but also appears dull. This 2-in-1 serum and moisturizer from L'Oreal is fast acting to improve radiance, texture, and elasticity. You'll see results in just 4 weeks. Next, it's time to demonstrate expertise. Now that you know the problem and the solution, explain why or how the product leads to the solution. This is your chance to establish yourself as an expert and build credibility. Focus on the key ingredients and their purpose, or what makes the product unique. So here we call out the key ingredients. We say this moisturizer contains proxylane, an anti-aging molecule that prevents water loss, a key factor in aging skin. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which helps plump skin from within. Our last step is to gain agreement. At the end of the pitch, get the guests to agree with you on something small about the product. It's easiest to do this by asking them about the product with a positive frame of mind that sets them up for agreement. So here we gain agreement by saying, while you won't see immediate results right away, you will notice results in about a week with continuous use day and night after cleansing. For now, let's compare your hand with the lotion and the hand without. See how hydrated your skin is? And of course, the last step in our edit sales process is T, and it stands for transact. This is where you end the demo. And we want to encourage the guests to purchase the complete regimen you recommended for them, and be sure to reiterate why the products makes the most sense for their concerns. Ensure the guest feels confident in applying the products at home for best results. Make sure they also understand when and how to apply it. We want to make sure guests are applying these products with continuous use day and night so they can receive those expected results. During your transact step, be confident yet not pushy. And now it's time to wrap up the event. So breakdown begins at 4 p.m. Once breakdown has started, go ahead and pack your beauty counter supplies back into the supply bin and return your beauty counter and supply kit to the designated location in Target. You can work with your beauty concierge or LOD to confirm where this location is. Also, please return your shipping label on your box. Go ahead and toss all of your demo products using Target's ESIM process. We'll talk about that next. And also toss any extra cotton swabs that may have been used. Go ahead and place your leftover merchandise back on the shelves. That includes your display items as well. So Target ESIM process requires that we toss all open beauty products. This includes demo products, broken items, hand sanitizer, and cleaning supplies using the ESIM bags for proper disposal. So we cannot throw these products in the regular trash. To follow the ESIM process, ask guest services for the ESIM bags for proper disposal. You can do this at the beginning of the event. Bag any open beauty products that were completely used during the event as well as after the event as well. Seal the bag and confirm the ESIM disposal bin location with guest services and toss the bags there. Again, these products cannot be thrown in the regular trash. Please be sure you're not handing out any used or broken products to guests during the event. We want to make sure these are tossed using the ESIM process. Keep in mind that cotton swabs and tissues can be thrown in the regular trash, but a good thing to keep in mind if you are a little hazy on the ESIM process is if you're unsure, don't throw it out, use Target's ESIM process. You will be asked to complete an in-store event report once the event is over. This is where you'll track your sales goal. You'll also be asked to share top photos of the event. Please also note any event highlights and feedback from the event. This could be feedback you have yourself or feedback you received from guests during the event. As you're submitting photos in your event report, we ask that you submit photos that are clear and easy to view. They include Target and vendor logos, follow the product guide, really show the experience and guest interactions, as well as tell a story. Really great if you can include pictures of the full event setup. You want to avoid submitting photos that are blurry, dark, or fuzzy. Any selfies, we love seeing your face, but please avoid submitting selfies. Photos of another photo or photos that have been interrupted or cast with shadows or fingers. So that is all we have for you today for the L'Oreal Revitalift Beauty Spotlight training. After this, go ahead and take your L'Oreal Revitalift Beauty Spotlight event quiz and review any questions you may have gotten wrong, and then prepare to be in store by 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, September 16th. We'll see you there.